In the early 2000s, as global tensions simmered and new threats emerged, a top-secret unit within the Air Force, known as the Shadow Squadron, was established. This elite team of pilots was tasked with carrying out the most dangerous and covert operations behind enemy lines. Their missions were classified, their identities concealed, and their success relied on their ability to operate under the radar. Lieutenant Colonel Emma Viper Blackwood was the commanding officer of the Shadow Squadron, a group of the most skilled and experienced pilots the Air Force had to offer. Known for her calm demeanor and razor-sharp instincts, Viper had led her squadron through numerous high-risk missions, each one more challenging than the last. Their latest assignment was their most dangerous yet. Intelligence had uncovered a heavily fortified enemy base in a remote mountain range, where a terrorist organization was believed to be developing a new type of weapon. The Shadow Squadron's mission: to destroy the facility in a precision airstrike and eliminate the threat before it could reach the outside world. The operation, codenamed Midnight Strike, required flawless execution. The enemy base was protected by advanced radar systems, surface-to-air missiles, and a squadron of enemy fighters on constant patrol. To succeed, the Shadow Squadron would have to fly in undetected, deliver their payload, and escape before the enemy could retaliate. The mission was set for a moonless night, providing the cover of darkness. The pilots were briefed extensively, every detail planned down to the second. As the squadron took off from their base, the tension in the air was palpable. Viper led the formation, her eyes focused on the horizon, her mind running through every possible scenario. The approach was nerve-wracking. The squadron flew at low altitude, hugging the terrain to avoid detection. Their stealth technology and electronic warfare systems helped to mask their presence, but the pilots knew that any mistake could mean disaster. As they neared the target, the base's defense systems began to stir, their sensors picking up anomalies in the air. "Stay tight and follow my lead," Viper ordered, her voice steady. The squadron broke formation, each jet maneuvering into position for the strike. At precisely midnight, the Shadow Squadron released their bombs, each one finding its mark with pinpoint accuracy. The enemy base erupted in a series of massive explosions, the weapon facilities reduced to rubble. But the mission was far from over. Enemy fighters were now scrambling to intercept the squadron. Viper led her team in a high-speed retreat, dodging anti-aircraft fire and enemy jets. The skies lit up with tracer rounds and missile flares, but the Shadow Squadron's superior training and tactics prevailed. One by one, they took down the enemy aircraft, clearing a path to safety. The mission was a success, and the Shadow Squadron returned to base unscathed. Their actions had prevented a potential global catastrophe, and their bravery in the face of danger was celebrated within the highest echelons of the military. For Lieutenant Colonel Blackwood, the mission was another chapter in a long career of service to her country. But the memories of Operation Midnight Strike, and the knowledge that her team had once again made the world a safer place, would stay with her forever. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more delightful stories.